Yeah, it's the beginning of Axel joining the hero team. Finally.
I'm literally not even gonna try calling him Lee. Like, I'll be straight with you.
I think Yen Sid's the only one that ever actually calls him Lee.
So, like, Kyrie doesn't even bother?
Well, Kyrie! This is like extremely minor spoilers for 3, so stop me if you want, but by the time Kyrie meets Axel, he's done giving up, and she does call him Lee, and he tells her to stop and just call him Axel.
So by that point, he's already given up on it?
He's like, all my friends call me Axel. Basically.
Poor guy.
I mean, to be fair to the man, what did he think Roxas was going to do when he came back?
Roxas probably didn't even realize that he had a normal name.
Yeah, Roxas was too zombified back when Sora was turned to Roxas. That's why he has lines like, I don't even know a Sora.
Yeah, because they pulled the nominate thing, he didn't have any of Sora's memories to pull from. Which is why the whole Xion thing got framed. Because, like, if
Roxas is the way he is, because Sora did not turn into a Heartless in a natural way. Okay. And Sora was brought back.
Right.
Nominee doesn't start dicking around with him until a little bit after that.
A flood?
Okay.
Strange.
God dang it, Mickey.
It's coming from upstairs.
God dang it, Mickey. Of course there's a water barrel in that chest. I'm not shocked. Okay, so before I forget, I think I have something new I can add here. Yes.
Jeez, you're down to only 2 worlds, though. This world and the final world.
That's insane.
Mickey!
The final world's, like, really long, though, so you're
It's
not
this
finishing
musical
this game
score.
tonight, that's for sure.
It has him trapped.
I definitely didn't expect
You won't be able
to.
to defeat that darkness with brute force. I'm Mickey, the sorcerer's apprentice. Who are you?
Why is the water deeper upstairs than it is downstairs?
Riku! If brute force won't work, tell me what will.
I suppose because
You know,
it
really,
started
you're
up
gonna
here
try
and it's
and
like
help me?
trickling down
Yes.
slowly but surely.
Gosh, Riku.
Shouldn't it be trickling down as fast as it can, because that's what water does?
And we'll help each other
It's
out
also
a lot
magic
someday.
water, so like, are we expecting it to follow normal rules? Because it's not just water or water in a Kingdom Hearts game. It's magic water in a Kingdom Hearts game.
Can you find it?
I'll try. Leave it to me.
Don't screw it up, Riku. Cut to outside the tower, everything's on fire. You screwed it up, Riku. I appreciate that they reanimated this scene.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually, the water isn't what's magic, it's the brooms, and how the flood started is the brooms just keep cleaning and keep dumping water and stuff to be scrubbed long after they don't need anymore and it starts pooling on the ground.
I guess that's what happens when you set something to auto without really putting in a stopping point, huh?
Well, he clearly didn't even consider how to stop them, because once he wakes up, he can't get him to stop.
Okay, so we now have 2 worlds back to back where Sora got his butt beat and Mickey almost drowned.
Yeah.
If I had a nickel for every time that happened. I have 2 nickels. That's not a lot, but it's strange that it happened twice.
Yeah. So now you've watched all the flashbacks.
Oh, really? That's all of them, then?
Yeah.
How
I mean, this is
exciting.
the last Disney World, so...
Oh, whoa, let's go. It's a chance to increase magic, and I still can't. God dang it. Okay, so I just need Intrepid Fancies. Ugh, that bothers me.
I usually have them by now, so... I think you probably used up too many in making all those spirits.
Oh, okay. This is the one that Sora went into. This is the one where the boss is. And this is Riku's. Okay, I get it now.
Okie day.
It checks out. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, but... So does that work because it's specifically magic music, or can anyone just enter sheet music if they have a Keyblade?
Anyway.
You got no idea.
Yeah. Like, this never happened before, and it never happens again, so...
Big-lipped alligator moment. You know it's bad when it's a Kingdom Hearts big-lipped alligator moment. Like,
isn't that... Like, isn't the... I've never actually seen that episode of Nostalgia Critic. Isn't it just because that alligator guy comes out of nowhere?
Yeah, the concept of a big-lipped alligator moment is something that shows up with no context, leaves, and is never mentioned again.
Wait, the alligator guy isn't the bigger part of that movie?
Not to my knowledge.
I thought for sure that he was a character that shows up multiple times in that movie.
I'm just
I've at
referring
least-
to the concept. I don't
He's
know
at
about
least
the
the
art.
reason I wanted to watch the movie, because I liked the scene where, well, why don't you just go play with the humans? I did try once! And then he shows up behind the jazz band, everybody pulls up guns, he jumps into the water, and then the entire boat lights up with machine gun fire following him.
Okay, good. Okay, I remember this music, but I don't remember this scene of Fantasia. You know?
This area feels familiar. I know that there's a lot of, like, nature and flowers imagery in it, so...
It's one of those things of, do you know how little that narrows it down?
Yeah. Alright. One of these two fights the bird boss they've been building up, and the other one fights a memorable boss, so...
Oh, so either way, it's a win.
Yeah. The bird boss sucks, though. I hate that boss.
Lovely. That means it's probably Riku.
I mean, it's a non-zero chance that it's really.
The harp confuses me. I do like that the little pop-up effect is some of the feathers from the caps.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool if you could mix and match your favorite sound effect and your favorite stuff from the Keyblades.
I suppose. Cosmetics and stuff are only really a thing in 0.2, though.
Oh yeah, doesn't Aqua have like active costumes that you can find and get and stuff?
Yeah, it's mostly because there's not very much content in the game, so it's the only thing they really could squeeze in there. It's just sort of extra stuff to do. I don't really care too much about cosmetics in Kingdom Hearts games, so I ignored it.
Understandable. Ah, these are the unicorns you're talking about. So Riku fights them, and Sora's got the Pegasi.
Yeah, there's the Electrocone corns. I just called it Electrocone.
Okay, that's very aesthetically pleasing. I will give DDD that. The Dream Eaters look weird for the most part, but there's some very aesthetically pleasing stuff in this game.
Yeah, they wanted it was on the 3DS, so they wanted to look pretty in 3D, and yeah. Oh, I remember this area. This was my favorite spot to grind.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
Higher levels of those cat things.
There's just a lot of enemies in this room, and you can reset it really easily, as well as there's a save point right here.
Okay, so I was level 27 for that mole boss.
What level Sora again?
I think Sora is like 32 or something right now.
Jeez. How does Sora feel weaker when he's so many levels higher?
Hell if I know.
Also, like, canonically, Sora's supposed to be more reliable in a fight than Riku, so it doesn't make sense.
Okay, whichever of my party members is giving me that, like, boosted defense when my health gets low is awesome. I think it's strong. Because it keeps, like, hitting me with that shell spell. And I'm pretty sure that's the only reason I haven't exploded yet.
Probably. I forgot that was even in here.
How dandy. I hate that I did that to myself, but I don't regret it. What?
Yeah, each one's like a different chime, and they drop 1 money every time you step on it for the first time.
That's wild. That's like really cool.
Oh man, that attack saved you. I thought you were gonna fall off.
That's why I did that one.
I guess that money just doesn't want to be.
God damn it, Riku!
You can dash into that thing and swing off of it, but you didn't.
Yeah, see, my issue is I thought he'd grab it instead of me having to dash to it first. So, that's on me, I guess. I was expecting Riku to know what he's doing.
That was your first flaw. Alright.
Oh.
Something's going funny with Discord because the audio is just a little off.
Oh, you know, it probably needs refresh. Give me a second.
I'm hearing sound effects before I'm seeing the things happen.
Alright, just give me a moment. Yes, I meant to close it. In case you were concerned.
Concern! Concern!
Whop! Alright, that should do it. Is that any better, Andrew?
Looks like it, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, the audio quality just dropped. I'm pretty sure that's Discord, though.
You love to hear it. Man, of all the worlds for the audio quality to drop, huh?
Yeah.
That's like the one thing they've got going for it.
Also, the game's audio sounds pretty much the same. It's your audio that sounds worse.
Oh. Well, I mean, to be fair, I always sound bad, so hey. Flop!
Sounds like you fell into Timeless River.
Ooh, that bad, huh? Rip.
Not quite that bad, but...
I don't trust that water.
No, it's just water.
Well, yeah, it's... Okay, wow, that one really started early. Gonna
Yeah,
have
this
to
one
retry.
starts early and it's fast. As I recall, this one gave me trouble.
Wow. How on earth do you even?
You have to even. The ones with the filled in are holds. You don't let go, you hold the button.
I see. It doesn't look like it, but I see. Fuck. Fantasia, I hate you. Okay, hopefully
Like, rhythm games are fun, but you usually have the whole song to get used to the timing. This one, you're suddenly just starting at a part of it.
especially
Game's
with
like
how
good enough.
abrupt that led.
Yeah.
I think the funny part is I'm imagining the person designing this level is like, we don't need to worry about a rhythm game too much. Who would play a Kingdom Hearts rhythm game? And then all of a sudden we hear about Melody of Memory and that one, like, producer is sweating nervously.
I was legitimately excited about Melody of Memory because I love rhythm games, and I was pretty sure they were gonna do it good because it's Square. Even their quote-unquote bad games are actually good games that people are just salty about.
To my knowledge, I haven't seen Square ever drop the ball, but I fear it.
Well, like, Final Fantasy 15 is considered a game where Square dropped the ball, and it's one of my favorite games.
I still need to play 15.
It is currently my third favorite game of all time.
Wow.
I like Final Fantasy VII Remake's combat more, but the exploration factor of Final Fantasy 15's world is just cannot be overstated. It's got to be my favorite open world game.
That is some very high praise. I respect it. Well, I could make that guy, but I really want to save up for these guys. That bothers me. I just want the cool ones, and then I can mess with their colors so they don't look freaking horrifying. The nerve of me, I know.
Now, the problem is that they don't look freaking horrifying and I want them to. They should look intimidating, but instead they're taste
Cute.
the rainbow.
They're like ugly cute.
Kind of my problem with Pokemon too is that Pokemon each generation they're getting cuter and cuter and less cool and cool.
I like, yeah. Every once in a while they'll bring out something that's really sick looking. And
Everything's more round. They're afraid of angles now for some reason.
except for on Gyarados' mustache.
Like Charmander looks more intimidating than any other starter in modern gen. And Charmander doesn't look intimidating at all.
Yeah, you know what?
Not to mention they also they round out Pikachu even more every gen, I swear.
Which is hilarious because Pikachu used to be fat. Like, have you seen what old Pikachu looks like?
I've seen what old anime Pikachu looks like, that's for sure.
Very chunky Pokemon.
Honestly, from this point on, I can't really remember how much is left of this world. This whole part here, this entire section, just exited my brain.
Oh. I can't tell if that's a good thing because that means it's short, or a bad thing because that means it's tedious.
Tedious, I'd remember. It's forgettable.
Which hopefully means short. Aha! Take that. No wonder they didn't let us have Neverland in Dream Drop. They would fear us.
Oh, looks like there's a thing you gotta do.
We would be gods to them. Okay, sure. Sapporo, anyone? That was
Why does Sapporo sound? Oh yeah, it's the ice place in Persona 5.
in Strikers, yeah.
We're like, why does that sound familiar? I've heard that name before.
See,
One of these days, I'm gonna try and finish that hard mode run I started.
Oh god. I like.
It didn't feel as impossible as a lot of. It feels more doable than FF7R's hard mode, at least. Fuck that game's hard mode.
The Strikers, like, hardest difficulty, I think I was trying Merciless for a little bit. A good portion of enemies will just resist or nullify physical. And that's like all you
which is
do.
really annoying in an action game like that, yeah. Luckily, there's a lot of combos that
lead into elements.
you will eventually, lead into an element.
Oh.
I was always bad at doing it as Joker, but as Ryuji, it's really easy to hit lightning. I struggled a little bit to get Koha as Sophia.
I got really good at Haru and Joker. Oh, is this the boss then? I think we're actually going to finish the last Disney World tonight. That's wild.
Yeah.
Oh, Black Cauldron. Okay.
It's only now reaching 10, so we might even start the final world.
Yo. Does Riku have to fight Chernobog? Oh, it's this guy. How do, young Xehanort?
You waiting for me?
Yes.
Surrender, Anakin! I have the high ground!
By the Keyblade, Riku.
What?
It was yours first, wasn't it? But you succumbed to the darkness you could not control. And your prize, the Keyblade, passed on to Sora instead.
Yep, that sounds correct.
Your mistakes always end up being other people's problems.
Yeah, good going, Riku.
Maybe so. But I'm here to change all of that.
Once again, you performed predictably, although on a grander scale than I imagined.
If you're feeling so chatty,
So
let's
you didn't
skip to where
predict
you
it?
reveal what this is all about.
I don't know how you did it, but you really have found a way to trap darkness inside your heart.
What was I supposed to predict here?
And a boy who's immune to darkness is of
Not you.
no use to us.
Him.
Okay.
Well, there's some good news.
So yeah, this is where they
Your
introduce the
abyss
idea that
awaits.
Riku is especially resistant to darkness.
Because he's mastered his own.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Aw, shit. Here we go again.
Also, a much better version of Night on Bald Mountain than the one Kingdom Hearts 1 has. Night on Bald Mountain is legitimately one of my favorite tracks out there.
Ah, crap, it controls like a dive.
Yeah. I believe this took me a couple tries, but it's not impossible. And as you can just see there, it gives you chances to heal. So once upon a time, when I was a freshman in high school, this song was the closing act to our marching band's routine. And I will never forget it, because playing this song was so freaking fun. It's just got such a nice epic feel to it.
It really does. Like, Night on Bald Mountain and Sorcerer's Apprentice are like the big things from Fantasia. I'm sorry, could you get off?
I believe you can rotate to get them off. Yeah, they dodge roll off.
Stab him in the chest!
So it's a classic do it 3 times boss, alright.
Okay, sure, Shayna Bog. At least I can't drop during this boss fight, look at that. Can you imagine?
I believe you can attack the ghosts before they grab you, too. Oh, alright, never mind. It has been like a really long time since I've played this, as I keep reminding you.
Man, you know,
I'm sorry if I'm a broken record.
Nah, it's fine. Like, I am all for this. This is really cool.
Yeah, this is probably one of DDD's highlights, is just a memorable moment.
The amount of cinema!
I love it when Kingdom Hearts gets cinematic. And 3 does it a lot.
I'm still remembering cutting freaking buildings in half in World That Never Was. Like,
Yeah.
so much of World That Never Was in 2 was amazing. You had the Roxas fight, you had the Xemnas fight, you had...
I'd love to cut
destroying
buildings in half again.
God. Everything about World That Never Was cool.
Yeah. World That Never Was is probably the coolest final area that Kingdom Hearts has had.
Is this the first world I've beaten as Riku first and then went back to as Sora?
Probably.
On the bright side, if Sora's is any indication, I am very close to the boss.
I do suggest that when you get to the final world, try and get through it as far as you can with Riku first, because there's a short extra cutscene that you will get by getting further as Riku first.
Ooh, intriguing. Oh,
Bullshit, we haven't done that yet.
Oh! So the sound idea is Dearly Beloved?
Yep, DDD's Dearly Beloved.
So, we defeat the evil music by blaring DDD's Dearly Beloved until it destroys it.
Sounds about right.
I'm immediately reminded of that scene from Regular Show where they're playing obnoxiously catchy music at each other.
I have never watched Regular Show. I found the advertisements for the show very annoying and ignored it at all costs.
Sora? Funny. Just hearing that name kind of makes me want to smile.
Yeah.
Song's the same way
That's
for
how he
me.
is.
Like, I can't
Immediately
hear
thinks-
Beloved and not smile.
Immediately thinks back to the Sora cutscene in Birth by Sleep.
Sora.
Sora. And when they
Sora.
did, they made a great and powerful
Here I am with a giant ass smile on my face and crying at the same time.
Sora can find the brightest part of anything.
God, what if the
Miracles
Smash
like
reveal
his
trailer
movie
for
too.
Sora was that cutscene?
It's pretty hard.
Oh
not
my
to
God.
shoot
But with
around.
Smash characters.
Wow! No wonder the
Do you know
music
how
sounds
sick
like
that
so
would have
much
been?
fun. But I bet he's got you to thank for that. Having such a
Imagine
good time
if it had
means you
started
really
with the
enjoy it.
cutscene
Huh?
of everyone from
It's
Kingdom
like
Hearts
each
going
of you
Sora,
holding
and
on to a
everyone's like,
little
"Oh my God, are we
Then
getting
it,
Kingdom
then
Hearts
it
on
transitions,
Switch?"
like yeah, then it
Switches
transitions to
Smash
Mario.
characters.
Sora,
I hope I can be part of the team.
Oh my
Sonic,
God.
Sora.
Did we just come up with another
Joker
awesome
Sora.
reveal trailer?
Yeah.
Sora?
I think we're better at this than they were.
Oh man, they should hire
At least I
us.
think that would have been hype.
Dude, that would have been so sick. Dude, here we might actually get physical copies, non-cloud versions of Kingdom Hearts games.
From
on
what I
Switch.
heard, there was enough of a backlash that Square's like, yeah, maybe.
I hope they take it to heart, because cloud version sounds terrible.
It makes sense for 0.2 and 3, but any other game in the series, it doesn't. I get that apparently the old Kingdom shader doesn't play nice with the Switch, but I feel like they should be able to work around that some way. It's a
Alright.
PS2 game. The Switch can run a PS2 game. Alright, gotta finish up Sora.
Man, I did good today.
If you don't die as many times on that bird as I did, we will finish this world and move on to the next.
That bad?
This, for me, was the worst Sora boss.
Oof.
And that includes the final world.
That's high buffoonery.
And the biggest problem isn't so much like its moves, it's that it goes out of reach and you have to get to it kind of boss.
Ugh. Okay, so like the one from Prankster's Paradise.
Worse.
Uh...
And then on top of that, while I was trying to get to it, it would take pot shots on me and eventually I'd just die because I wouldn't be able to heal fast enough to keep up with the pot shots.
That's terrible. That sounds awful.
It's been a really long time, so it might not be as bad as I remember, but that was the last experience I had with it. That I just couldn't get to the fucker.
Okay, so this is where I came from. Okay, so it looks like there are two areas.
Alright, this place is familiar for Sora for me, and not in a good way.
Yo,
There are a lot
okay.
of those horse jerks that have way too much health.
Okay, I like the updrafts.
That's a cool idea. Don't really need them though, because slow motion is broken.
Tornado? Yo, I remember using that a lot in BBS.
I mean, this game sort of turns into, wow, I remember that from BBS. Kind of want to play BBS.
Yep, another of the... Ugh. For some reason, the slots feel more valuable here than they did in BBS, so I'm, like, concerned about... Ow! I'm about taste. So I'm, like, strangely concerned about things that take up more slots.
Well, you're not constantly, always trying to make new recipes and level up old ones, so maybe that's why.
How do you go down? Do you just not?
You stop gliding?
I'm not pressing glide. That's
Oh.
just the updraft.
I thought the updraft only worked when you're gliding. Looks like you got a sound thing here.
Okay, I have to hold that one.
Yes.
Did that do damage to the enemies?
Yeah, it has the entire time.
Wow, I'm just stupid.
The little sparkles that it puts out does damage. God, those stupid unicorns.
Pegasi.
Pegasi or whatever. Pegasuses or Pegasi, which is correct?
Pegasi.
Alright, I will now say Pegasuses.
I respect it.
God, look at those health bars on those things.
That's terrifying.
Like, these are just common enemies. And they take, like, 3 full combos. Start feeling you're doing damage. Luckily, you got Balloon Go, which helps a lot.
Oh, so they were a lot more annoying with Balloon Run?
Yeah, I never went out of my way to get the high-tier balloon spells. And the low-tier balloon spells aren't that great.
Yeah, I know you said you had Balloon Run, and that was pretty good. But you never
Balloon
actually
was
had Ga?
fine. Yeah, I've never went out of my way to get Ga.
Oh my god! You lingering willed me, you sacks of shit! Pieces of garbage. Who did that? Was it one of you freaking birds?
Bad burb.
Come here, I want to stab you. Okay, well, either...
I think a rally shift on an enemy insta-kills it, since you're down magic.
It came back. Still, though, like, what on earth? I hate when enemies can lock you out of using one of your capabilities. Like,
yeah.
that was the hardest part of Will for me. It was him
It
just
punishes you twice, because you take health damage and then you can't do anything afterwards.
Because...
And yeah, that's where the linger... On my good runs of Lingering Will, that's usually where I die, is when he hits me with curses.
Yeah. If it just decides, oh, well, you can't magic anymore, or, well, you can't attack anymore, you have to use magic, and he always hits you with that immediately after you use Kiraga, so you don't have any magic.
Yeah.
I sound like I'm losing it, but you know the struggle.
Using magic and lingering on the Lingering Will fight is a pain in the ass, too. Because, like, you don't... Kingdom Hearts 2's magic system is really annoying. Because you don't have very much of it.
What really sucks is trying to use drive forms to refill your magic, and you get anti-form.
So have you gotten anti-form in Lingering Will? I've never gotten
Yes.
anti-form in Lingering Will. I didn't know you could get anti-form in Lingering Will.
I assure you, it is not fun. Might as well say.
I mean, that's just the death right there.
Yeah.
A form that has no defense against something that you need to be constantly defending? Yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you, it was not fun.
Like, lack of guard and a decent dodge roll alone is enough to make it not worth it.
Like, the only reason, like, I found out about that is because I'd always use Final Form to reset, but on occasion, the duck would end up dead. So I'd have to go into Valor Form.
Form also tears through Lingering Will like it's cheese. It's one of the only things that you can actually feel powerful against Lingering Will as.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have to be careful, because if he catches you, you're in trouble.
I find Final Form Thundaga is very satisfying to use against him, too.
Yes, agree. Just be careful not to use it all so you have enough left to heal yourself when he inevitably fires back.
Oh, yeah.
Which I've done. I've gone, oops, there went all my Thundagas.
Ah, crap, I overdid it. Yeah, I know the feeling very well.
I think this is the last area before the boss, but I'm not 100% sure.
Either way, good timing. Good progress. Like, I get this is like double the... Oh my god, how dare you. The usual length of a stream, but it feels like we got a lot more done today than we have in the past few streams.
I think the end worlds are more compact than the beginning ones. Because they're big and empty, and these ones are at least big and full of stuff.
Plus, at the very least, it might be, at least in part, because I got used to DDD.
Probably a little. I mean, you're reaching the end. Are you anywhere near as negative on this as me and Danny are? What are your thoughts compared to the others? I mean, most of the story bits don't come till the next world, but gameplay-wise, at least, you've got to have opinions.
I see where your guys' issues come from, but I'm not quite as strong against them. Oh my god, that had so much motion blur, I couldn't even see what buttons some of those were.
I guess that one counted.
It worked! I saw either green or blue, so I'm like, please be X, please be X. And it was.
Here I am forgetting the PlayStation buttons are different colors again.
Yeah, triangle is green, square is pink, circle is red, and...
They pick such light colors on the controllers, I legit always thought they were all just white.
Yep. Like, I can see that. I like how everyone has defaulted to X being blue, because it's the same color on Xbox controllers.
Yeah, but X is in a different place on basically every controller.
Very true. But at least they've agreed on the coloration.
Although, on the Nintendo versions of Kingdom Hearts games, X is still attack.
What?
So even though it's in a different place, it's still the button you hit to spam the Keyblade.
I don't know how I feel about that, I'll be real.
On the Xbox version of Kingdom Hearts 3, everything's in the same places on PlayStation. It's just a different button name, but on Nintendo, like the Nintendo version of DDD, X in the 3DS was attack. Nintendo version of Melody of Memory, X is attack.
Interessante. Boy, we do be Kingdom Heartsing. Wow. Anyone a fan of mutton? Because Jesus. I just abused this herd of sheep.
Bully the frog's friends while you can. Because then he'll start bullying you.
Oh, I got 0 Gravigun. How dare you?
And if something hits you while you're in that, you also get the dizzy stat effect when it's done. Or at least confused.
Okay, so Sora's level 31. It's not as much of a disparity.
I think 31's what you said when we were playing as Riku.
I thought
He
I
was
said...
20-something?
Why don't I just check? Riku's 29, Sora's 31. That's not terrible.
Yeah, Sora's 2 levels higher than Riku. Really, I think you're gonna want Riku to be a good 5 levels higher than Sora.
Well, then I'll probably use Riku to try to get the dinosaurs once we're done with this.
Not a bad idea.
And I probably have a decent enough amount of snacks and toys for them that I should be able to get their attunement up decently. Triple plasma, what the? That sounds exciting. Please don't be something lame. 3 volts of electricity? Of what level?
It's an endgame item, so probably Thundaga.
Ooh. So it's like triple Firaga from BBS. That sounds exciting.
But you didn't equip it.
Yeah,
or did you? Oh, you did. Never mind. I just missed you doing it. I think that was the last one, right? So now you should be able to leave this area. I think this is the exit. I don't know.
Sure looks like it.
Oh, yep, that looks familiar.
Yep.
That's the sound ID, if I remember correctly.
Yep, time to play Dearly Beloved.
So easily you sink into the depths of slumber.
Bruh, I'm just
Hey,
trying
asshole.
to sleep.
I bet nobody's ever loved you before.
I love how dismissive we are of young Xehanort. Like, that's really funny to me.
I mean, he's actually my least favorite villain the series has ever had.
Isn't it? Almost like a dream.
Why are you following me around?
You really haven't caught on?
He's trying to possess you, bud.
Or are you just assuming it's all part of your little test? I'm not part of the dream. And if you thought I was, then you're softer than they say.
What?
But this will all be over soon.
Just who are you people?
Sleep on and we will meet again.
Hey! What does that mean?
Can't believe a Japanese game did the man disappearing to Sakura blossoms. This is so very shocking.
Oh no, it's something we never have expected from a Japanese game studio. What? That uses anime as hell techniques as much as they're legally allowed to.
The most cursed name I've ever heard for anime. Japanime.
Why would someone call it that? Like,
Thank you, Sora.
I believe it was
can tell
Antonio
that's a
from
sound
high school that
idea.
said that.
Well, I guess we should try and put it to work.
I guess I shouldn't try thinking about what goes through his head. That might be best.
I mean, that honestly, that should be enough for it to make sense.
Yeah. I really like Dearly Beloved.
Yeah. Kingdom Hearts 3 has 2 of my top 3 versions of Dearly Beloved in it as well.
One sound
Dang.
idea not enough?
Don't worry. I've
And
got
then
a
Melody
friend
of
out
Memory is
there
another
who'll
one of
help.
my top 3.
He's always
swing
picking up the
version?
slack for me.
I love the swing version.
Dude,
It's so good.
I've been listening to it. I love it.
It's the only one. It's one of exactly 2 new tracks that are in Melody of Memory, and it's glorious.
You'd think they'd have added more remixes or something.
Wow! The sounds are all joining together to make even more powerful music.
So we've officially beaten the crap out of the Disney worlds. I just have a boss fight to do.
Yeah. 2 forces are better than 1. Right, Riku?
Good job, Sora. You know basic math.
Okay. Can I get in there to fight that thing now?
Yes, but Sora,
I'll be fine. See ya in a jiff.
You absolute idiot, Sora.
1 jar of peanut butter later.
God. Okay, well played. I kind of want to hear what Mickey had to say. That sounded important. Collision magnet, shadow breaker.
Be careful, the boss in there is total bullshit.
That was a pretty decent Mickey.
I believe I've scared Danny before with my Mickey, so
Alright, let's fight this guy.
I don't have a lot of impressions I'm good at, but I think Mickey's one of them.
Man, I've got a decent amount of money, too. I can probably make use of that in getting more stuff to raise affinity with Grimlock and the Trike once I get those.
Who doesn't love more stuff?
Alright. Oh, hey. Hey, what did you say about me?
Uh,
Oh, hey. I'm just getting flashbacks to Sonic Riders all of a sudden.
honestly, this reminds me more of the Lightning Chariot from Kid Icarus Uprising.
In a good way or a cringe way?
Well, it's better in Kid Icarus Uprising than it is here. Oh, you can dash through those. I didn't know that. I always jumped over them.
Okay.
Completely forgot this was a segment here, by the way. I was thinking of the next phase of the boss. Oh, this is definitely annoying, too.
Ow, my face. And I can't even heal or anything.
And every time it hits you, you get knocked further back. I think jumping over those boulders might be safer, actually.
God damn it,
Hopefully the
Jimmy.
game will
Stop
see happen
shrieking
soon.
in my ear. Where's Makira?
This is the part of the game I remember. Oh, I hate this boss. Hopefully you can rip him apart like you did with the mole.
Don't make mountains, that's the molehill. Wait a minute. I remember Aqua being able to do that. That looks like the spell thing.
Blade charge?
Yeah.
All the Birth by Sleep characters are able to do that. Riku's able to do that. Here's the annoying part. He flies away and you can only reach him by getting higher than him and dropping down. Or yes, firing thunder at him 3 times. Stop moving! Stop going! Attacks you.
So I guess he's not quite as evil as Sephiroth.
God, I can imagine it now. Universe in which Sephiroth's final smash is the full cutscene. As soon as Sephiroth gets the final smash, it turns the entire fight into a no contest because the time runs out before the smash can finally end.
It's like catching the snitch in Harry Potter. It ends the entire thing, and if you aren't ahead, you lose.
Does catching the snitch automatically make you win, or can you catch the snitch behind enough points to still lose?
Snitch gives you 150 points. So
if the other team has 151 points
Shit.
and you had 0, you would lose?
where is he? I'm about to drop. Where the hell did he go?
Oh, he's... Oh my god! Oh, this is close! Fuck him up!
You piece of... Yes! Oh my god! That was close!
I did not want to watch you do that twice.
That was close. Oh my god. So who wins KFC?
Lucky Fracture? Oh, because it's a chick.
Because it's a bird.
Burp.
Huh, I didn't realize we were watching Doctor Strange. Good job, Mickey. You helped absolutely not at all.
I mean, he told us what to do.
Thanks.
Without him, we would have just stood here whacking the
Don't know what I
music
would've done without
sheets
you.
ineffectually.
I mean, at some point we would have started whacking him.
Oh no!
Huh?
The water!
It looks like
I'm
it's
in big
fine,
trouble if I don't fetch it.
but it looks like you already
Looks
have...
like you already got water.
Yeah, like you already got pot.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
it.
you already got water in your buckets, man. What are you doing? Should we take the hat? Should we take Jensen's hat? Let's do it. Let's achieve ultimate power. Imagine if that's the moment Jensen, like, catches Sora in the dream. He's like, oh, I finally found Sora. He's in my tower, and then he sees him put the hat on. He's like, listen here, you little shit.
So do you drop in his Sora to get it over with, and then immediately switch to Riku, or do you switch to Riku now, and then start Sora later?
Let's see. Probably need to... It's gonna send me back to the menu, and I'll save and end. After that, I'll probably drop as Riku, collect the last pieces I need for the dinosaurs
Master
and stuff.
We have more than 30 minutes left, so I thought you were
Oh.
Think
gonna
you'll be able to do
make
it?
progress.
It's clear you cannot teach a cat to bark. But Merlin and the three good fairies are
Yeah,
aiding
I
him in a place
probably
that's
have a chance to
more
get a little bit
temporally
further ahead.
flexible.
Yeah.
My hope is that he can at least learn.
At least then I don't have to keep hiding what the
Certainly
name of the
has
world
fire.
is.
So I suppose it depends now on how
Okay,
strongly.
so do you think I
it
need to
burns.
dive as Sora and then just immediately swap to Riku and dive?
But
I mean, then you'd have the
without
diving
Sora
out
and
of the
Riku.
way.
True.
Well, if we are running on the assumption Xehanort knew what we were planning,
That's probably a safe assumption.
then he still would need to have been there. Back in the very place and time when the Destiny Islands were lost to darkness. Otherwise, Sora and Riku would have been beyond his reach.
Gee, do you really think it's possible Xehanort could have planned things that far in advance?
Oh, buddy, you have no idea.
No, as a matter of fact, I do not.
But what if he did the same thing as Sora and Riku did, and he jumped through time?
For that to work, a version of himself would have had to exist at both source and destination. Not even Xehanort can transport his whole
Okay,
body
so
across vast
that's how
reaches
time
of
travel
time.
works. Is you had to have been there, and your mind takes over the old body or something.
Oh no,
Part of it.
I remember.
Either you have to be
Xehanort
there,
did give up
or
his
someone
body.
who knows who
There
you
was a
are
version of him
has to be
that was
there.
possessing Riku.
And not just knows of you, knows
No,
you
it cannot
personally.
be.
Oh,
Could
I
he
see.
be that cunning? Possess that kind of foresight?
Did you not know Ericus?
If it's all right with
Heracles.
you, can I go help Sora and Riku out?
That IGN
Oh.
article is still the most cringe thing
You
I've ever
cannot
seen. It's
enter the
hilarious.
world of a dream. Where will you go?
If Xehanort really is behind all this, then they won't stay in the dream worlds forever. Eventually, they're gonna reappear somewhere that we can go reach them.
That's fair.
And we can even probably guess the place. Follow the hearts, and you'll find the way. That's something Master Aqua told me once.
Oh, hey, you mentioned her.
You've admitted you remember who Aqua is.
We're
How
going
suspicious.
too.
Aw, fellas, you're my best pals. But this time, I really do need to go it alone. The dangers are greater than anything we've ever faced before.
Well, then wouldn't it be
If
better to have
something were
backup?
happen to Sora and Riku and me, why, you'll be the only ones left to keep this world safe.
Why have you guys
I
not
don't
been-
think they could do it, so might as well bring him.
I was
Also,
not able to locate
why did
Sora.
it get to the point where there's only
But I
2
sensed
Keyblade
Riku's
wielders besides
presence in the
Xehanort
room.
and Mickey? Like, why wouldn't
your
they
heart,
be like
and I
sending
know
people to
you will find
Jensen's
him.
tower to be like, okay, so you should probably start training in the ways of the Keyblade.
I promise I'll bring
Well,
them both back
Jensen-
safe and sound.
Xehanort, Ericus, and the 3 disciples were all that was left of the Keyblade Order at the time of Birth by Sleep.
That's still more than there are now.
Yeah. Well, you saw what happened to all of them.
Yo, is that the world that never was?
Yes.
Yo, we were just talking about how cool that was.
Yes.
You were
Definitely
grinning
the
it
best part.
so freaking smugly when I was gushing about world that never was, weren't you?
I was like, oh, I guess you're gonna like the end of the game.
Let's go! Here for it!
Gets to be in 2 games, so that's good for World That Never Was. Although I think 2's version of it is a lot better. Oh, I missed.
No way! I can't believe this! it on the S. As you do, you know.
I'm pretty sure I've seen speedrunners one phase this. Just like how. Remember, you have to wait for the bees to turn around. It's just the same. It's the boss you fought before, but a harder version.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now kill its forehead again. Give it a headache.
Here we go.
I'm immediately picturing Sparky Boom Man. The
Oh
legend.
god. Doesn't Korra have a Sparky Boom woman?
I have no idea.
Oh, you've never finished Korra either?
Nope.
I watched the season 1 with Amon and it was like, this isn't as good. And I didn't touch the next season.
I kind of lost interest in Korra when it started with her at 4 years old, having mastered 3 of the 4 elements, and shouting, "I'm the Avatar, you gotta deal with it." Oh,
I wouldn't say mastered, but she had already figured out how to at least use the basics, which, yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
that bothered me.
Wait, isn't
She was overconfident all the time, always, and they at least made that a character flaw. Like
Yeah.
the show knew that was a character flaw, but it was overplayed.
Yo, I'm so glad to be back here. This is really
Is
cool.
the organization's world sleeping too?
You kinda exploded it,
can't
man.
be. I know I definitely found the 17
He's
rules
counting.
already, so I've got to be awake again and in the real world. But why here?
Okay, so that confirms that the place
What's the
didn't
matter, sleepyhead?
Who's there?
break.
Show yourself.
We jumped through a lot of hoops to get you here.
Or I suppose
But
Zigbar
it
is
looks
accurate,
as if
right?
it's gonna pay off.
You realize if you wanted me dead, you could have just shot me without telling me you were there.
He doesn't want you dead. He's just trying to have a cool entrance.
Yeah, I know. He wants
You're
me to be
part of this?
Sora Nort.
Hey,
Because that's Break
let's
Nort.
hit these plot points in order. Sora, Roxas. First, you must be wondering about your revised itinerary. Why am I here?
Okay.
Not back home.
Zigbar's fun.
The
Just the
answer's
casual
simple.
way he talks.
We
Yeah,
brought
I mean,
you to
that's-
this place.
He's always been
Hijacked
one of
your
my
little
favorite
slumber party
organization
before
members.
it started, and ever since we've been both your companions and your constant guides.
Before it started? Oh, the man in the robe. And so that guy in the black coat. And Zemnis.
Bingo! You were able to go back in time to just before your home became a sleeping world, only because a past version of you already existed there. And I can see, in the past, you already met Mr. Robe Guy. Yep, he was there then to make sure you ended up here now.
So the
That's
tutorial with
ridiculous.
Ursula, then?
It sure is.
Yeah.
It's too perfect.
Clever.
Also,
Who'd
Mr.
ever
Robe Guy
believe
in
it?
Kingdom Hearts 1.
Which is why you
Mysterious
idiots
figure.
never saw it coming.
No, Mr. Robe Guy.
You thought
From
you
the
were
opening-
off doing
from the
some
beginning of the
kind
game?
test,
Ah.
right?
You understand nothing?
Test this. How
You
come
know.
you're wearing the same clothes if you're already back home? You are not gonna wake up, okay? Look, there's no real versus dreams anymore. There's just you, us, and this.
I see. Fair enough. So what? At least I know who to blame for
So
it.
now I get to whack you, right?
Ooh. I see you still got that angry look. But here is where I tag out. I got
Does
just
he still
two
see
more hoops
Roxas?
I gotta jump through.
Yeah, he still. Well, he doesn't see, but he still calls him Roxas.
Oh, those ones. I thought for sure they were gonna explode. Oh, you don't see the true 13,
Come with
right?
me.
Yeah, the real Organization 13, as Kingdom Hearts 3 likes to call them.
What?
Or the new Organization 13, as it also are often called. Although a lot of the members are just old members.
Pleasant dreams, kiddo.
Well, yeah, but they're somebodies, not nobodies, right?
Well, an awful lot of them returned to being nobodies on purpose.
Ah. Interessante.
Some of them because they wanted to, others because they would fight back if they were somebodies, so Xehanort kept them nobodies.
Yes. This was where it started. At this point, I still had no idea that I was talking to myself.
So you remember that robe from Kingdom Hearts 1, right?
Yep.
He was there in the early on.
To set me on the appointed
Like, this is
path.
where they're trying to be like, hey, we've had
What
this
do you
plan
mean?
all along. And I really do believe that
That
at least
is
parts of this
Xehanort,
plot point have been
reduced to just a
have been
heart.
thought about the whole
The
time.
being you and your friends call
Maybe not everything
Ansem.
they're gonna do here,
Whoa.
but chunks of it. Because it just makes too much sense to be something just made up now.
Him. Is that?
Yes. The point in time that Zigbar mentioned.
Fascinating.
Me. Right before my world was swallowed by the darkness.
To move through time, you must leave your body behind. Ansem first sent me on my way, and then placed himself here when the time was right. That is what set all these events in motion.
What are you saying? That he knew everything that would happen?
No, not everything. But remember, Ansem possessed Riku and saw his experiences in real time.
So?
Right.
That could only tell him so much. How did he know I would be here today?
Simple.
Kyrie! Oh, ah!
Yeah, that would do it.
Oh, here's that cutscene with all the Soras walking around.
Smash Bros. Online be like,
Yeah.
What is...
where we dropping, boys? New Fortnite skin looking crazy.
Kingdom Hearts out of context is such craziness, and this is exactly like the perfect Kingdom Hearts out of context scene.
This is like definitive Kingdom Hearts out of context, isn't it?
Yeah, and we're looking at first-person Kingdom Hearts 1 and Sora.
That's the one from
Leon just
Fighting
defeated the
Leon.
Sora.
Times. Your first journey.
Oh my god.
Your voyage through memories. In the datascape.
No, that wasn't me. That was Data
Your
Sora.
dreams.
Okay, there.
Relived again and again. Like deja vu.
Okay, so KH1. Oh, hi, Mickey.
King Mickey? Oh,
Hey, a star's going out!
Donald! Goofy!
First person's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Pluto!
God, Sora is tripping balls right now.
Yeah.
Someone help the lad. Think he needs a counselor or something. Oh, so it just auto drops there.
So yeah, this happens a lot in the final world. The game auto drops you to the other character.
Interessant.
So until you reach a certain point, it'll you can heck, the drop meter will just go away at sometimes.
Intrigued.
Which is like, thank God.
Riku's probably like,
I'm
"What
for Riku.
Does Riku have another boss to fight?
I think Riku's got a different thing. Just get 1,300 prizes.
Man, look at all those skyscrapers we cut up.
Yeah.
This just looks like pieces of a Death Star.
I mean, yeah. Like that Lego Death Star that you build in layers.
Yes.
I don't know if you've ever seen it.
No, I've seen it. I know exactly what you're talking about. Shit, I should have gone for the bigger one.
And you're already over halfway there.
This should do it.
Rip.
God damn it.
Rip. Last one's shaped like a heart, of course.
Of course. Okay, what kind of cool crap does Riku have to deal with? Huh, didn't we blow this place up? Oh, he started in the castle.
Where am I now?
I was expecting him to start near the skyscraper like Sora did.
Why am I
I
here?
suppose that would have been lame, huh?
I unlocked all 7 keyholes, so I should be back in the world I came from.
I mean, Riku at least already knew that something was going weird. Okay, wow, that's a good Keyblade.
Yeah.
I'll give you that, game. You're giving me a good Keyblade. Looks terrifyingly gross, but you know, it's something. Still can't make these guys. Intrepid Fancy and Intrepid Fantasy. Yo, Moogle. Icebreaker. Oh, now I have access to a few other skills.
Nice.
Doesn't look like any of the ingredients I need are available. That's fun.
Yeah. In your free time, you'll have to look up and see where to go get them at.
As long as I don't cross a point of no return, that's fine.
I mean, just don't grind in the world that never was, and you'll be good, right?
Yeah, probably. Intrepid Fancy.
Maybe you could attempt the frog. Learn what fear truly is. I'm overhyping this frog, I hope you know.
No, I can tell.
Like, the frog is legitimately annoying, but it's not the worst thing ever.
Only Riku can use a meteor? Why? to try to balance them.
They try to make them feel a little different, give certain ones abilities that the other can't use. I guess that's what they picked.
Okay, is that the Triceratops? Let's go! Okay, so I at least have him. So that's a good start.
Nice.
You need to look more evil, my dude.
Leaving it Sarah Terror.
I mean, that's not a bad name. When I get to the T-Rex, I'm naming it Grimlock, but...
That one's too good to pass up.
Hell yeah, it is! Okay, Epic Fantasy and Intrepid Fantasy. I'll have to track those down. And you used him as, like, a member of the main party, right?
Yeah, I liked him as a main party. Mostly because he looks cool, but also because he was pretty useful. Also, the dinosaur, the T-Rex and the Triceratops had my favorite Sora link. Didn't particularly care about Riku's links, but I don't really like Riku's links in the first place anyway, so, you know.
Alright, let's see. And do I have the recipe for the one that you... the other one that you like, the unicorn? I can't see.
I don't know. Electricorn.
That's what it's called, Electricorn? That's Cyber Yogg. No, doesn't look like it. Cab Cannon, Fruits Cat, Ryu Dragon, Aura Lion, Mimi Bunny. Does not look like I have it. I might have to find it somewhere. Think it's a recipe in a chest I missed?
Probably. I don't know if these are anywhere near the best spirits in the game, they're just the ones I liked.
I mean, that's all the reason I need to at least check them out. I can probably figure out some kind of optimization later on. Ooh. I see the appeal of this guy.
Yeah.
There's Defender, HP Boost, Dark Break, Attack Haste. Yeah! Alright. Ooh, Zentetsuken.
Yep, nice. Oh god, here we got Bugs Bunny with a Kingdom Key.
It's only a matter of time.
Oh, I'm looking at fan art of it right now.
Have you seen the edits of...
Every time you pull up the spirit board, I pull up my phone and start scrolling through Twitter. Because I don't give a shit about the spirits.
Have you ever seen the edit of Chain of Memories where it has Daffy with a shotgun?
I did see that one recently. I don't know how old that edit is, or if it's a brand new one for this current
trend,
meme.
But I love it.
Meme trend. Yeah, I love this trend. If somebody's good at modding, I want to see that mod.
I have officially been live for about 5 hours. I think this is a good time to call it, and I can go grind in my time to try to get some better spirits.
Alrighty then.
Alright. This went very well. Were you expecting me to get here tonight?
I was not expecting to get to the world that ever was tonight. And honestly, the next stream might not be a full one.
Might just be the finale and won't last like the usual time.
I mean, the finale is decently long, so I'm not 100% sure, but it might not be a full one. It might be only 2 hours instead of the 2.5 or something. I don't know.
Alright, well, that's an intriguing concept. I'll try to get back to this sometime very soon. I need time to grind and then need to pick a day to actually
And then after this, it's movie time and 0.2 time, which both of those I am looking forward to more than I ever was DDD.
We're getting very close. I am very far into this series now. Alright. Have a good night.